Have you ever called a business and just had the worst customer service ever? Slow answers, connections to various departments, and a bunch of time wasted. Not only is this extremely frustrating, but it also worsens your image of the company providing said customer service. Now, what if I told you that no matter your industry, AI could completely remove the chances of this happening to your customers, therefore increasing customer satisfaction and your sales? Well, in this video, I'll give you the key benefits of implementing AI customer support, the costs associated with doing it, as well as some real life case studies of actual businesses that have implemented this AI system. And by the way, if you're a business owner or an avid AI knowledge consumer, we're actually on a mission to revamp the entire AI service-based industry. So if you want to be a part of that mission, subscribe down below, hit the bell for post notifications so you get all of the real-time AI updates coming out. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so as you've probably experienced, the current state of customer service is not where it's supposed to be. Okay, so there's a lot of challenges, long wait times. Okay, you've probably experienced that. Repetitive queries, 24/7 coverage doesn't exist, right? And this is a problem because most people work 9 to 5, okay, even in the digital era. So it's like, when are you supposed to call if they're closed, right? You also have rising customer expectations. So as with more competition comes rising customer expectations, because if you have a business that has better customer service reps, then yours have to be even better. And then when you start getting into, well, one of your competitors implemented AI, well, now you're way behind, right? And to be honest, customer service, depending on the industry, has a bunch of costs associated with it, right? So this can be a big challenge for the business because it may help with customer retention potentially, but it's not necessarily in the moment generating extra cash flow for the business. So it's quite a big monthly cost for not an immediate return anyway, right? Now, the worst customer service industries, and frankly, the ones that could most benefit from implementing AI, if you're watching this right now and deal with any of these businesses or you run this type of business, it's a no-brainer, okay, for you. Number one, telecommunications and internet service goes without saying. Airlines are pretty bad. E-commerce and retail, utilities and energy providers, financial services and banks, that's a big one. And obviously government services, because the government municipality is so slow, okay? If you've ever tried communicating with the government, calling a hotline, a toll-free number, it's horrible. Now, there's a lot of support solutions available on the market, specifically AI solutions. Now, my tip is make sure to leverage a multiple channels, so the calling, SMS, and email, in order to truly optimize and eventually replace your entire customer service department, right? Because obviously, just as a human rep would, if someone sends an email to customer service, you want to be able to answer by email. If someone calls, you want to be able to call in. SMS, for customer service is less frequent, but if you have DMs on social media, for example, that are compiled in a CRM, then you want to actually have an AI that's able to answer those DMs, right? Now, the two systems that you have on the market are just the basic AI systems and then the Omni-channel AI systems, kind of like we have here at Camilla.ai, okay? But the main difference is that with a basic AI system, you can already see that it's much more complicated, and the reason for it is that if you want all three channels, so a calling, a SMS DM system, and an email system, you need separate softwares, you need multiple integrations, and then they go into your sales system. But this causes a bunch of syncing issues, data inconsistencies, which in turn reduce your service quality, require frequent troubleshooting and maintenance. So you'll be able to fire your customer support, but you're going to need to hire developers to take care of it full time, right? And it's much harder to use as well for your team members, because you'll be able to fire 90% of your department, but you still need some kind of humans for the more personalized interactions. And having this many softwares is just a mess for the team members to actually access the information in those individual softwares. So you're just wasting a bunch more time and frankly money, because to integrate all of this is There's a bunch of recurring costs, upfront costs. It's just not a fun experience for anyone, right? Whereas with an omni-channel AI system like Camilla.ai, right? If you don't know where to go, first link in the description, Camilla.ai, and then you go ahead here and you have all the information regarding an omni-channel system. But essentially, what an omni-channel system is, you have all the channels, so calling, SMS/DM, email. It's all in one integrated system. So you have the AI customer support, boom, one system, reduces bugs and streamlines your team's access to information because you have one software, one single integration with your sales system, and that's it, right? So in terms of monthly costs, you don't have any like fixing bugs or paying developers, $100, $150 an hour to fix malfunctions. It's all built within a single system that's fully functional, doesn't have any bugs, and only requires one integration with your sales system. If you use high level, by the way, you don't even need one integration. So you're just all good to go. So now the key benefits of having an omni-channel AI system. Now this is only for omni-channel systems. Basic AI systems do not have the same key benefits. But for the omni-channel system, you have the 24/7 availability, which is crazy. Okay, so no matter if it's 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 9 p.m., people will always be getting instant responses. And if you know the data on this, if you run a business, you know that people rate the company much, much better when they have a positive interaction and most importantly, a fast interaction with customer service. You have the cost reduction because obviously it's way cheaper to go with an omni-channel system than a basic AI system, and it's also way cheaper to maintain that omni-channel system versus having humans or a basic AI system. It's super scalable because as you have more customers, as you have more customer support, volume coming in of interactions, you need to typically hire more people, train more people, manage more people, motivate more people, have team calls. People churn, you have to hire new ones. But with AI, you have one system, and if you're at 100 this month and 10,000 interactions next month, well, it handles the volume in the same way and the quality is the same all across the board. So if you're a smaller brand, you may think, oh no, I'm not there yet. But if you actually want to scale more effectively, well then you're better off just implementing the system right away and having it forever, and it'll be able to handle any scaling that you do in the next couple of months or years, right? The responses, like I just said, are super consistent. It's the same thing all across the board. So it's always a positive interaction. And you can even have multi-language support, right? You can have French, English, Spanish assistance, whatever, right? Without necessarily requiring you hiring multiple people in different countries or that are bilingual or multilingual. You just have the multilingual AIs, okay? Now, if you want to see a live AI interaction of a customer support agent, then click the link, the pop-up in the top right corner right now to see my most recent video on the subject with the most recent best AI calling available on the market today. So click that in the top right corner if you want to check that out. And then I'll get into the implementation examples right now in this video. So you can pause this one and go to the other one, or stay here and go to that one next. But essentially, you may be wondering like, okay, Edgar, this is all good and great, but what am I actually supposed to like experience in terms of growth or cost savings by implementing an AI customer support? And Sephora actually did this back in 2016. And if you just look at the net sales from their e-commerce specifically, you can see that when they implemented AI, they just started rising insanely well, right? And I'm sure, I don't have the data on this, but their margins were probably better as well. So not only were they generating more revenue, but they were also netting more as well. Okay, now this second graph here was compiled by ChatGPT, okay, based on the data with Sephora. And essentially, if we just analyze what this means, customer appointments in person after AI increased by 11% due to easy booking through their AI chatbots. Okay, and this was on social media and their website, and this is just bots, no calling, right? Number 2, customer spending per visit rose from an average $35 to $50 as a result of personalized recommendations. So when it would actually book an appointment, because it would kind of qualify the lead, get more information about them, it would recommend them certain types of products personalized to their situation, therefore allowing the person to buy more products or the better products or the more specific products to their situation, where they didn't mind paying a little premium. Okay, because they felt it was personalized, and it was personalized. Next, the store traffic actually grew by 11%, which makes sense because the bookings did as well. The level of engagement here, which is crazy, so the interactions with the online chatbot skyrocketed to 4x the initial kind of templated, because they had a chatbot prior to 2016, but it wasn't AI. After implementing the AI chatbot, 4x the level of engagement, meaning messages being sent, where the chatbot facilitated over 4 million interactions, leading to 30% cost reduction as well in customer service operations by automating these frequent inquiries. Okay, so not only did Sephora increase their revenue, yes, maybe due to marketing as well, right? But they were 30% more profitable on the customer service operations side, whilst also handling 4 times more interactions. Like, if you don't see, like, this is crazy. This is crazy. You just increased your interactions by 4x, reduce your cost by 1/3 essentially, and are more profitable as a result, and have been able to scale more effectively. Because this type of scaling, like, they did a 2x in the span of 3 years, more than 2x actually, and then 2x in a single year. Like, to be able to handle the increased demand of customer service without leaving your clients feeling like they aren't dealing with a good company, it's really hard to deal with a 2x increase, right? But they've been able to deal with a 4x increase whilst reducing their costs, while still maintaining a good company image. Okay, so the moral of this video is, if you run any type of business, whether in this industries or not, and you deal with customers on multiple channels and daily, then you need to implement AI customer support. Make sure, once again, that you have an omni-channel system. You can visit camille.ai and see you have the pop-up here to book your call. And on that note, I will see you in the next video.